This one here for them baby mamas.
You got you a baby mama?
What is that? That's the baby mama.
You pay the bills, she had a baby, that's called a baby mama.
Hey y'all, this my baby mama.
Oh my God. Judy, get out!
You know, we have a lot of expressions in the English language.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
What are we talking about?
Where'd that come from?
Most all of us use them every day.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means.
You know, we just say them as if they really made sense.
I mean, how silly is that?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
What the f*** is he talking about?
Yes, sir. What is good with y'all? You know what it is and you know who it is. It's me, Mario, and welcome to Appraise The Phrase, origins of everyday expressions. I'm here. You know who I'm here with if you've watched before. You don't if you haven't, but I'm going to introduce him anyway. A good friend of mine, one of my best friends in the world, co-host 20, sitting in Miami, Florida. What's good, boy? How you feel, man?
Oh, it's all good, bro. All good.
I can't hear you, brother. Speak a little louder.
Can you hear me now?
I can. I just wanted to see if you was gonna. Yeah.
All right. It's all good.
There we go. I was talking to you earlier. I know you said you had a long night the other night, and it was showing in your voice and in your affect.
I appreciate that, Mario. But next time, if you're gonna chastise me, just text me.
Okay, I'll keep it in house next time. All right, let's get the show rolling. Y'all gotta get airing our dirty laundry. 20 and I are fine. Trust me. 10 episodes in, we're fine. 20 and I are fine. Now we got with us today. Again, I'm happy. I told you I was gonna say it. I'm happy because today I'm joined by another bestie. Go bestie. Free Jeffrey, unless he really did all that. But free Jeffrey, because my best friend. I got my other bestie in the building, creative director of Appraise The Phrase. Mik is in the building. What's good, Mik?
Hi.
Of course.
Hi, guys. Hello.
Of course.
Happy to be here.
I'm glad. We're glad whenever you can come from behind doing all the wonderful things you do to talk to us, I'll be geeked. Bet. Let's keep it rolling because I'm even happier. That Mik, you brought a homie of yours that, I mean, the things that this person has done, the things that she's done for people, but when you get specific, Black folk and platforming things that are important and moving the needle, you know, I'm just like, okay, we get that on our show too. So I am so happy to welcome writer and cultural critic and I'm learning all around dope individual, Jamilah. What's good, Jamilah? How are you? Welcome.
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Welcome to ATP. We call it ATP because those are the acronyms for Appraise The Phrase. And I'm trying to like brand it into because people be saying at this point. But So before we get into the mix, before we reveal the phrase, Jamilah, please let the folks know some of the things that you have blessed the world with in this time that you have been here.
Oh, goodness. Like I said, I'm a writer and cultural critic. My work has appeared in a lot of magazines, from Ebony and Essence to Vanity Fair and The Nation. I appeared in the recent Playboy docuseries, Secrets of Playboy, as well as Surviving R. Kelly some years ago. I come from the way back when Black feminist blogosphere. So all these young Black feminist voices that you hear online and, you know, being platformed, come from the work that me and my peer group did, you know, to make the online space somewhere where Black women can really be vocal and share our feelings and talk about things that's going on with us.
Thank you for all you've done. Keep it going. Just a little applause. We had to simmer the crowd down. Keep it going.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, okay, good. Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
I mean, that's great.
She be trying to play it cool because she's a cool individual as a whole. But when I tell you, like, I really respect you, and I'm gonna say this publicly, I really truly respect you because you stand 10 toes down on your stuff. Like you say what you want to say, you get it out, and I've always appreciated that, and I've always loved that about you. I love everything that you do for us, for Black women, and specifically. That's why you the homie. Like, and she's a really, really fun time. She's a really fun time. You wouldn't even know. So just have to say.
Thank you, girl.
Bet. Stage is set, y'all. Stage is set. Now, with this heralded group, let's appraise some phrases. Let's get into the phrase of the day. And I'm not going out on a limb by saying that the phrase of today has a connection to everybody sitting in this chair today. And let's get
some more positive than others.
I know, and I want to say that is the most positive connotation of all time.
I feel like that's what you wanted to say, Mario.
Exactly.
Through your teeth. More positive.
Look, it's a positive connotation for me no matter what. Okay? But the phrase of today.
Nobody was saying you, Mario. Nobody was saying you.
Look, did I?
Nobody was saying
Oh, that hit dog. That goddamn dog got hit. The phrase of today is baby mama. Baby mama. Hold on. Just to add some levity. Okay? Baby mama. So look, let's go around the panel early, right? How do you all connect with baby mama? 20? You know, I always got to start with you, set the tone.
When you start with me.
You know, I'm going to start with you, set the tone.
Baby mama.
How do you connect with baby mama?
I feel like baby mama, I think it's more of a cultural use thing. It just one of those situations where it's like the mother of your child, pretty much. And the way it's been kind of thrown around is more or less not quite positive.
Be careful, Nick. No.
You know what I mean? Like, I just don't, I'm tipping toeing right now. And I just want to make sure that I say the right things and don't offend anybody. So it's like one of those situations where I feel like when you use the word baby mama, it's I'm gonna just say 75% of the time it's not really a positive type of deal. You know what I mean?
That was that one stat. If y'all seen episode 2, that was one of them stats you just pull out just to say 75.
Just to give somebody a number so it's easy for them to believe it.
Yeah.
About 75% of the time when you use the phrase baby mama, I think it's pretty much a sense of either neutral or negative way. But it's a sense of, for me, it's just saying the mother of your child.
Gotcha. Heard. All right. Mik, if you don't mind, after 20 setting that tone, I'm gonna jump to Jamilah, if that's okay, who gracefully introduced.
That's totally fine.
Cool.
Sure.
Cool. All right, let's get it.
Well, it's okay. Baby mama, baby mother. Those are complicated terms for me. You know, I really didn't like them for a very long time. The first time I remember hearing baby mama was B Rockin' the Biz, my baby daddy. Do y'all remember? That's my baby daddy.
Yes.
That was the internet.
Yes.
Like, that's when people first started really saying it. And like, it was, for a long time, it was always negative, it seemed like. You know what I mean? It didn't become a term of endearment until later. When it first came out, it was only like, say, you're talking about beef. I don't like my baby mother. I don't like my baby father. Like, or, specifically for women, like, you less than, like, oh, you're just a baby mother, or there's, you're a baby mother. So that means ... So there's a lot of negativity associated with it for me that I struggle with. But yet I realized a lot of people love the phrase, and love it and embrace it for themselves. So I don't want to take away their right to feel that way. But I do think we got to be honest about the fact that, like you said, a lot of the time, it being neutral is good. Like, that's an improvement, because where it started was all bad.
Really.
Because when it started, it was like you said, Jim, it was like one of the situations where if you was a baby mama, that means you wasn't with the person. Even though if you're with the person, you're still a baby mama. But if you was called, oh, that's my baby mama, that meant like, oh, we ain't together.
Yeah, it's like elbow. Like, it's a chicken. You throw the chicken wing out. Like, you
it's like a jab, a little point.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Go ahead, Mik.
Mik, yeah.
Nah, I mean basically the same thing. Because I am a baby mama, and it's so funny because I literally remember telling my child's father, "You want to be one of those guys that say my baby mama tripping." This is before I even had.
Wait, Mik, did you just change child's father because you want to be a little bit less petty? Because I know you be talking about my baby daddy. I can't believe you just trying to put some grace on that.
I
Because of Jamila.
sure did, and you want to know why?
Tell us why.
Please tell us why.
Because and that's the thing. So baby mama for me, I like baby mama because I call some of my female friends baby mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like just on some that's my dog, whatever. So for me, it's been affectionate because of how I feel as a mother.
Yeah.
So if I call you my baby mama or my baby daddy or whatever, like we cool. He who shall not be named, my child's father.
Also, you twisted the narrative now. And so baby mama, baby daddy is the term of endearment to you, but child's father, child's mother is him over there.
Okay.
Rename,
reframe.
I like that.
A little rename, reframe. All right, bet. All right, so
that actually makes more sense.
It do,
right? Yeah,
do.
Right.
Wait. Give me some of that, Jamilah. What you mean?
Yeah,
expound a little bit.
Because it does sound. Because baby mama, baby daddy do sound like they could be terms of endearment. You know what I mean? And since they've been used that way, now I can understand how if you just want to get to the point and explain who this person is, I'm not putting no sweetness on it. That's my child's father.
Word.
That's who he is.
Word.
It's not a commentary on our relationship. It's just that is my child's father.
Ooh, that's real. And then so I'll add my little man. I'm gonna put 1 cent in. Because you know what they say. What they say when you man, the case is open. The case, I can't discuss the case is open. You know what I'm saying? I can't
pending.
Discuss. Yeah, pending. So I'm gonna say this. I will say this, that even in the court of law, because they understand the connotation and coldness of child's father, child's mother, that they actually was the one that was corrected because I was new to this. But I'm true to this. I was, you know what I'm saying? They was like, you have to say the person's name. Like we're not doing that in here. You say the person's name. We're not doing that.
Wait,
so
you were trying to
I was trying to be clean with it. I was trying to be like, this is like we're here on business, right? We're on business. So I thought that was the bit, you know what I'm saying? They tell you to button your button up to the top. So I buttoned my button up to the top. And they was like, yeah, so we're trying not to make it so sterile anymore. And I don't know if it's just Michigan, but we're trying not to make it so sterile no more. So please use the person's name. So I had to go back and edit all of my documents.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it seems though that people are hip to like the child's father, because I think if we won't get too far, but baby mama, baby daddy is starting to be reframed a little more. I'm still leaning on what Jamilah and 20 said, where like we're working out of the negative. We're still working out of the negative, and it takes certain people. Go ahead.
For some reason, and I may be reaching, but for some reason, it just reminds me of the AH and the ER. When you said it's like the same thing. It's like the same thing, but the way you say "father of my child," it sounds like you're putting that ER on the end of it. I don't like that shit. I don't like that.
You wasn't reaching, bro. That was on the counter. That was on the regular kitchen counter.
I appreciate it, bro. Because the way because I'm telling you, Mik, like now, if a chick called me father.
What's the issue? What's the issue? Yeah. All right, here we go, man. Let's get into Webster's definition of baby mama. There is one. Not for baby mother. It's actually slashed. It's slashed and dashed. It's baby mama, baby mother. Webster's defines baby mama, baby mother as the mother of one or more of a man's children, especially one who is not his wife or current partner. So they accounted for that thing that we're talking about in the lexicon, like in the thing. Say again, Mik?
That's interesting.
We'll start with you. We'll start with you. Let's go. Now that we hear Webster's lean in, where you at with it?
Why the especially? Like that's where I'm at. Like,
And then lean back.
especially
because I think it does always.
Go ahead, Jamilah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because I do think it usually means we're not together, like, because otherwise they would be your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your husband or your wife, you know what I mean? Like, your relationship outside of the child would still have a title, and like, even though we're not together, we're linked forever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's this other name for what we are, which is baby mama, baby father, or, child's father, child's mother.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you at? Where you at with Webster?
Because, I feel like that's really on the point where what I was, going at is like, if you're not together, then that's pretty much when you're called that.
Yeah.
Like, you're not called that when you're together because, it's called.
And that's
family.
weird.
I don't know.
Can
I don't know what it's called.
20? Can I 20?
Like, because I'm trying to figure now. I'm trying to think of like, so if I'm with her, how do I?
What is that? How is it less?
Am I to say it now?
Yeah.
How am I to say it? Because obviously it'll be going against Webster Dictionary because we're together.
Yeah. And the thing about it, for me, I'm not speaking this from like I didn't do what I'm about to say is because before there was a time when my son's mother and I were happy, relative, and she would like joke around with that shit. And then hindsight's 2020. I'm like, man, you play around with this too much, and I would be like, hey, that's offensive. You're not just my baby mama. Like, I would do that weirdo shit because I'm considering that now. I'm reflecting on now, like calling it weirdo shit because because it's like why
you thought it was helping.
Yeah, I thought it was, but it's like no. Like this is
that. You're more than that.
Yeah, you're more than that, and I'm like, more than what? The mother of the baby. Like, that's not bad. Like, so I'm checking myself in real time for real. Like, why would I even? The motivation to say that comes from why this show is alive is because it's like, damn, we really be at the phrase carries. The phrase carries more than the actual the words we're saying. So, all right, let's get into it, man. Let's get into because we're rolling, so we might as well get into the origin, y'all.
So you guys want to do a baby daddy count at the end of, like, how many times you say?
How many times you say the one? I can edit that up.
Cause y'all, hey, I swear y'all switching up. Cause I swear all y'all switching up now, dog. Father of my child, mother of my children. Y'all Negroes are switching up.
Diplomatic.
Trying to be. All right, y'all. So, with baby mama, the term originated in Jamaican Creole as baby mother. The first printed usage appearing in the Kingston newspaper, the Daily Gleaner, in 1966. So 1966 is where this term originated. Now, in print, it was baby mother, but it was pronounced baby mother. So we have to let's keep that. And I had to do it that way.
One more time for the Jamaicans in the back. One more time.
Look, I'm doing that because of what it says. The pronunciation is here. I had to write it down so that we understand the term. So baby mother. I watched Cool Runnings 17 times, nigga.
Please.
Don't. I'm trying here, man.
What about Stella Got a Groove? Have you seen Stella Got a Groove back?
Once, and I watched it with my mom, so some of them scenes was weird at the time.
Super weird to look to the right and see Miss Vicky right there.
Like, yo, yeah. Anyways, so the Kingston newspaper, the Daily Gleaner, in 1966. So I want to talk a little bit about the Daily Gleaner as we continue on. So the Gleaner is an English language morning daily newspaper founded by two brothers, Jacob and Joshua de Cordova. And they founded that on September 13th, 1834 in Kingston. So it's called the Gleaner now, but it was originally called the Daily Gleaner then. and it was changed to the Gleaner on December 7th, 1992. So if you look it up now, you have to look up the Gleaner, because when I was looking up Daily Gleaner, it took me somewhere else. It didn't take me to Kingston. Okay. It took me like to some like Middle America, very much more local. And that was not a fun ride.
It sounds like a middle America newspaper, the Gleaner.
Yeah.
It sounds very Madison, Wisconsin or something.
Right. And imagine running into that in this day and age. Like, I'm like, damn, I don't like these opinions on the Daily Gleaner. I don't like what y'all think about stuff on the Daily fucking Gleaner. And so the newspaper now is owned and published by the Gleaner Company Publishing House, which is also in Kingston, Jamaica, and is considered the newspaper of record of Jamaica. So if it's in the Gleaner, it's what's popping in Jamaica, in Kingston. So I only say that to say that the newspaper, the newspaper that sets the stage, printed Baby Mother. Like it was, so it was an official thing. Baby Mother was an official thing. All right. So the Gleaner is the oldest published newspaper in the Western fucking hemisphere. So put that up your pipe and smoke it. Where the phrase "Baby Mother" comes from the oldest newspaper in the Western Hemisphere. All right, it's an important phrase. It's an important phrase, and
it really does sound correct when you think about it. It does sound like something someone from an island would say, like "my baby mother." Like I never had thought about that.
Yeah. So the way we're saying it is like it's really. To me, if we're thinking about it in that cultural sense, it's very innocent. it's very innocent and just specifically descriptive. Yeah. Right? Specifically descriptive. Now, they to just add to the importance of the Gleaner, in Jamaica, they just call the Gleaner the newspaper. So you know how like you call the fridge the Frigidaire, even though that's just a particular brand. Or there's one other example I'll be having, but now I forgot that like it's like Saran wrap, like that's a brand, but it's actually like, you know what I mean? We call
Q-tips, Kleenex.
Exactly. Those that's how that's just the newspaper. That's what it is. So
Yo, I'm sorry, but the Q-tip one just got me too. Wait, they not called Q-tips? What they call ear swabs?
The thing they are ear swabs. Yes, cotton that's the swabs. Item. Yeah. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, Q-tips the brand, bro. They just did a great job.
So you only buying name brand Q-tips.
That's all that means.
I'm a humble guy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a very humble guy. I just thought that was the name. Wow. Okay. All right.
And the Gleaner's so popular that they have Jamaican versions like that share the Jamaican news in Canada and the UK and the US. So you can find some Gleaners here to keep up with the Caribbean news. So let's everyone do that. All right. We kind of touched on like that first round of where it comes from. Any other additional thoughts of it coming from the Gleaner and the importance in history and current day of the Gleaner before I keep rolling?
No, you know what? Honestly, it kind of resonated to what I was saying too as well. Like it's a cultural thing. You could tell that. Like I'm kind of happy that it's an in-house thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of happy that like it's one of those situations where you know what I'm saying? Like even though it is kind of negative, but it is a situation where it is a cultural thing because. Yeah.
May I stop you? May I stop you? So let me hold your horse. Which that's on the list. Hold your horses.
Wait, are these white Jamaicans? I'm sorry.
Oh, there we go. So you talk about in-house. Let's talk about the Cordova brothers.
I was just going to say Cordova.
Let's talk about these Cordova brothers. Okay, that and the Gleaner in Kingston, Jamaica. Okay, so there's the brothers are Jacob and Joshua, right? So Jacob is the one that is important, and Jacob must have said, Joshua, do you want to have your name on this newspaper? Like that's so let's just start with
that's
that.
How
like,
little he gave.
We are literally not about to talk about Joshua. So Jacob or Rafael de Cordoza was born in Spanish Town, which is near Kingston, Jamaica, on June 6, 1808. Huh?
I'm sorry. The name. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Please speak freely. Speak freely. So Jacob is the youngest of three sons of Judith and Raphael, who was Raphael was a coffee brewer and a grower. So near and dear to my heart, dog. Thank you. But they were British Jews of Spanish descent. So, wow. So the Jewish British Cordovas of Spain started the Gleaner. All right, and this family was well respected, and Jacob was, out of all the family members, the most educated, and he became proficient in English, French, Spanish, German, and Hebrew, wilding out. And after he learned all those languages, he moved to Philly, like Philadelphia, United States, with his dad in 1829. And he married Rebecca Sterling, a daughter of one of the English pioneers. So one of the first settlers in Philly, this man, Jacob Cordova, married one of the pioneers there, and started like mingling with them folks. Okay, and then in 1834, Jacob moved back to Kingston, where he and his brother started the newspaper, the Gleaner, which is still published today. And in 1836, then Jacob went to New Orleans, where he shipped cargoes of staples, like literal, like staples, to Texas during their struggle for independence. So all the Alamo and all that shit, like Cordova's all in the middle of this shit. In the middle of that. Right? Okay. And then he actually served as the Grand Master of the Odd Fellows. And I'm going to talk about the Odd Fellows in a little bit. But let's talk about the Odd Fellows right now, actually, real quick. Not for long.
Because I'm like, you got me. I feel like I'm gonna start this whole goddamn show over.
Yeah. So like, cool. Baby mother, Jamaican. Thought like thumbs up. Of course, black. Yep. Wait.
Dude, like even if you wouldn't have told me this dude's whole trajectory sounds like a black man's trajectory until you get to the Grandmaster of the good old boys. What was Goodfellas?
The Odd Fellows, right? The Odd Fellows. So
the Odd Fellows,
the ancient order of the Odd Fellows. Yeah, they're. You want to know what they are? Does anyone know the Odd Fellows?
If I had to guess,
tell me.
It sounds like a regional Ku Klux Klan goddamn chapter group. If I had to take a wild assumption.
Tomato.
If you say Grandmaster, unless you're saying Flash at the end of that, the only thing I'm fucking thinking when you say Grandmaster, nigga, is a goddamn KKK.
Yeah. International fraternity in London. Started in 1730. The Order of Patriotic Odd Fellows. Yeah, there's an ancient order, blah, 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 blah. So he's the Grand Master of these dudes, right? So this guy.
These are like the stepped up KKK. They sound a little bit more
international.
Yeah.
International.
If this is Django, like this is like, oh, the KKK is stupid. Like they're the idiots. Like, yeah, to them. Like the relations, like the Odd Fellows are like, I'm pushing the buttons, bro. Like, I'm pushing the button. Now, they, of course, have a noble cause, right? Of course. They just want to restore the order. Of course. That's what they want to restore the race, order. Right? Yeah. The words they use.
In Jamaica. Oh, no. They're based in London. Okay.
Yeah.
They want to restore the order.
That's what I'm going, Jamilah. I'm trying to figure out how the hell these Jamaicans let these niggas up in Jamaica.
I'm like, I got a chapter of the London-based Odd Fellows in Jamaica. But, I mean, Jamaica was colonized. So there's that. They were not in charge.
They were not. Yeah. Yes. So as he's the Grand Master of the Odd Fellows, and then the Battle of San Jacinto went down, he went back to Texas after sending them niggas staples, New Orleans staples, to install Odd Fellows lodges all throughout Texas. So those were the first ones in the United States, is the ones in Texas that this nigga set up. This man, Jacob Raphael Cordova. Doing this all the while making sure that he printed baby mother on the front page of the Gleaner. And
so it was on the front page.
So this phrase was coined by an higher rep in the Ku Klux Klan. Is that what I'm saying? I'm trying not to selective here. I'm trying not
No,
to
this looks
selective
like
here what you're
It's like
saying,
a.
Mario, because I'm trying to grab. Maybe I'm selective hearing what you're saying, Mario. But what I'm asking you is that this
Looks like.
phrase that we use has been, I would say, commercialized. I guess, Mario, or
I'm saying I'm gonna let Jamilah go. I'm gonna let Jamilah go before I close the gap.
okay, go ahead.
So no, this is almost 100 years before, but this is the founder of the paper.
Yeah,
This is the founder of the paper.
that
So
was
I'm
you.
curious to know who runs the paper in 1966. Like, is it who owns it? Did the family continue owning it?
Yeah. So the family continues to own it, but I don't know who operates it. Now the Odd Fellows, just to help you out, 20. They are one of the earliest and oldest fraternities, and they are largely undocumented. They're undocumented.
So they was doing some shit that nobody knew they was doing.
Yeah, like they was like, don't write that down. Don't write that down.
Yeah,
So
Playboy. That's
now
what
in
they was doing.
'66, yeah, in
It was like,
'66,
yo,
like it's just important to know how important the Gleaner is and where it comes from. But just to know that whoever position this, some of these things really just how they come into fruition. It's like the plug. Who was the damn plug that got this going? You know what I'm saying? That name, because what was the term before that? Before 1966, because before they printed it, that's how it got here in a sense, right? You got the Gleaner got planted in Canada, the UK, which they also use it. The UK also uses it very like non-ironically. The UK uses it non-ironically because of their dialect. It's not odd for them to not say baby's mother. They say baby mother in the UK. Like, so just connecting those dots there. So, let's go back to one of Jamilah's points of how baby mother got into like another level of prominence and popularity. And that is when it entered in American hip hop lyrics in the mid 90s. That's when it like the trajectory, boom, 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 started changing things. So lyrics, Southern rapper Crazy from Florida. He's from Tampa. And he had a song called I Hate My Baby Mama. Yeah.
I hate my baby mama and my baby.
Is that what
Yeah.
they play for y'all in Florida when y'all growing up?
You know what? Honestly, we get all kinds of shit, bro. I'll be honest with you, bro. Growing up in the 90s in Miami was like Uncle Luke and Two Live Crew and bass music. So it's like it really was no type of filter when it came to music. It was either R&B or Miami based music.
Okay, so before I go on to the next song, I want to investigate this a little bit because we talking about like we got that song, you know what I'm saying? But we got Who That Is My Baby Daddy, and we got I Hate My Baby Mama in the mid 90s. Now I'd never heard the song, so I can't credit it as to say it moved the needle. But let's talk about how. And I'm gonna ask a leading question, but y'all feel free to take it where y'all want. So, from my understanding and what I'm taking from it, culturally in Jamaica, even neutral context, like matter of factly, almost baby mother, just who I'm with, and it didn't necessarily linguists say. Let me see. Actually, let me name the linguist. Peter L. Patrick, who's a professor who studied Jamaican English, said that it definitely implied that there is not a marriage, not even a common law marriage, but that the child is from an outside relationship. So not only is it you're not with the person, but the child is an outside child, is what someone would have called a baby mother in Jamaica in the 1900s.
So it's pretty much like you have no emotional ties with that person. It's just someone you made a child with.
Yeah. So you have that. You have the song "I Hate My Baby Mama," and you have the Daily Gleaner saying that printing that. Let's talk about the trajectory of how we got, because we started off with saying like negative, neutral, mostly negative. influence? Do we now feel like it started off neutral and got to negative, or like as a matter of factly? And do we think that the influence? I'm not doing that blame hip hop shit, but like, all right, we got the song is called "I Hate My Baby Mama," like that's the name of the song. So, like, is introduced into the American, you know what I'm saying, lexicon in a real way, in a real way. I mean, was it? Are we saying it's introduced? How do we feel that, or agree on that it was introduced negatively? Mik, because I ain't heard you in a minute. Yeah, with it.
How do I feel about it being introduced? I just really wondered what was the pivot? Like, what was the first person to be like, okay, like I'm gonna just make this a negative thing. I'm gonna just make this as negative as possible and just flat out just say I hate this person or whatever. I feel like the sentiment, of course.
I'm pretty sure that's how it started.
I mean, but I don't know. I feel a way, of course, because relatable, but I don't know. I feel like this is it took on that way bigger than what it actually really should be. And like we've been saying the whole time, like it started off like a neutral thing and then like negative, whatever. But it's just like I don't know. I just wonder why that was the thing that like took over as far as like society is concerned. Like why was the negative thing like the bigger, thing?
Why did that stick?
Like why was
Why did
why did that stick? Thank you for saying it better than me.
Yeah, no, not better.
Yes.
Just I'm hearing you, and
Yes.
I'm only surmising what you're saying. I couldn't have done it without you. Jamilah, where are you at with like? Because some may hear again. I'm leading, so feel free to reject. But like, even if it's an outside child, is that inherently negative? Do you think that they were capturing something that is negative, or that not inherently, but that they felt was negative? Outside child negative, so baby mother negative.
I think so, because outside child implies there's an inside, right? That
Yeah.
means that he had a relationship with somebody else that was honorable, like whether that was a wife or a girlfriend, but that the child is outside of his relationship. So technically somebody did do something wrong, so there's an instantly negative thing. But I do think when I think about, I'm interested in reading more about the origin now because I'm fascinated, but like, it does sound to me like that statement, like, oh, that's just his baby mother would be like, because it's like, that's just his baby mother. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
Like that's just kind of how I think of it. Like this person is less than what you would regard as a wife or even an ex-wife, because the ex-wife is no longer with him either, but we don't call you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people call their ex-wife their baby mama if they don't like her, usually,
Mm-hmm.
but I will say this, an exchange that struck out for me, that I read about not too long ago on, or revisited not too long ago on on her birthday. Will Smith and his ex-wife have a famously good relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had a TV show about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just famously friends. She's friends with Jada. She kicks it with his other kids. Like they're just like above and beyond, like what most people's co-parenting relationships look like. And so on his ex-wife's birthday, Will Smith put a picture of her on Instagram, like, happy birthday to the best baby mama ever. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, of all people, Chris Rock, obviously this took place some time ago, had commented, because he had been taking shots at them for a while.
Well, he's been taking shots at them for a minute.
A long ass time. But what he said, he comments, wow, you must have an understanding wife. Which was kind of a dumb thing to say, because it's like, well, obviously he does have obviously she understands this relationship that is like famously good. Like, why would Jada be insecure about her calling her the best baby mama? But I thought that was interesting because he's making the distinction though.
He is.
Because he called her his baby mama. He don't call Jada the baby mama.
You got more of them with her.
He got more of them with her, you know, like, but I think ultimately that most people see the distinction. Like, your baby mama is the ex who you have a child with, and, you know, anything else is something else. So, and that doesn't have to be bad. Like, me and my baby daddy get along great. You know what I mean? It's just not the phrasing that I like to use because it's got that historical, like all the negativity I've heard about it. And not just necessarily from like the ex-father himself, but just like how baby mothers are talked about.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like, you
right.
go search the phrase baby mother or baby mama on Twitter, or put A in front of it, and just see what people say about a baby mama, like a hypothetical baby mama.
Yeah.
It's so nasty. It's so nasty.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with that. 20. Anything. That was great, Jamilah. 20. Anything.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. How are you going to follow that up?
You know, but I have to. Since it's in my contract, I have to.
You do, yeah. We're going to talk about it if you didn't.
No, you know what? It's. I feel like when they say it, it's like singling out. That's all you're there. That I want to say that's all you mean to me, but that's the only connection we have.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And,
so, are
and
you saying? Are you? Can I ask
No,
straight up?
Of course.
So, are you saying that it is? I don't want to say harmless, but like genuine. Like, I'm genuinely just saying. Like, put yourself in the mind of a Kingston man.
It's a placement, because in a way of, hey, look, I have this life, and the reason why I am with, or why I am linked to this person, is because she's the mother of my child. She's my baby mom. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to be linked to my child. So inherited, she's going to be linked to as well. And that's why she's linked to it. You know what I mean? Like, or vice versa. So in the sense of, hey, this is my baby daddy, I feel like that's when people say it like that, or this is my baby mom's, it's like a situation of, I don't have any ties to her or this guy, but the child.
Got you. I would be interested, because I like all of what you all are putting together. Once the budget is bigger, underdog, say no, I ain't coming at their neck. But is that I would like to find this newspaper article. I would like to find the art and see what in context they said it. Like, in what context did you print this? I'm going to go on an assumption. This is complete assumption. It is not fact. I did not research this. So, like, do not put this towards the other stuff that we're right now claiming as fact. It's probably about a celebrity or somebody popular.
I was thinking Bob Marley. I ain't gonna lie. When you said Kingston, I was like, oh, they talking about my dog Bob.
Yeah, like something where you would have to make that. If we're saying this distinction, and if we're going on teetering on
definition,
neutral to maybe negative, but more neutral / placement specific, only tie, we'll put the word only in front of it, then it has for that to even matter or resonate or be worth printing. Because if we're talking about someone that's lower in society, or lower, or adjust, I don't want to say lower, but adjust, then what will make it important enough to print? Somebody famous is just doing something. Mm-hmm. And like, oh, we got to make sure that that's not this popular person's partner. That is the baby mother. I got to keep doing that, because that is how they were saying it. And that's where I think the innocence, that's the word I was looking for. The innocence dies. It lies and dies there. And like the linguistic part of the language is why it's said the way we say it. And I don't want to lead into the grading part, but I think that has influence in why it's negative. I'm going to say that right now, and y'all float with it. But I think that the fact that it's not like in the English language, like linguistically correct, that I think that throws some gunpowder on it to say, man, this shit ain't even proper. So, anything that's not proper in our culture is below. So I'm going to say that, and I'm going to keep the party rolling, because that's what I like to do. That's the host power. That's all I got. Now, the next song that made it uber popular, crossover popular in the States. Can anyone guess before I go? Can anyone guess? One word guesses. I'll go all the way around, starting with 20, and I'll work my way back. Guess. One word guess of a song that made it crossover popular. Baby Mama. Go. 3 seconds. If you don't know, you don't know. Huh? Don't know. Mik. You don't know.
Don't know. I'm sure trying to think.
Because I forgot too. That's why I'm doing this. 3, 2, boom, and got you. It's okay. No shame. I forgot too. Miss Jackson, released in 2000. White people loved it. I don't know if we remember. White people love Miss Jackson.
Oh shit! Wait, I'm so sorry. I'm up here. I'm actually trying to go in my bag. I'm over here trying to go in my goddamn bag and like thinking maybe James Brown said it sometime. This nigga's talking about Andre 3000. Hell yeah, man, I know it.
Yeah, white people love that fucking song. I remember when it came out, and people that I never thought would have mentioned Outkast lyric was saying "baby mama's mama," and that's where the crossover appeal. Now Fantasia done said it in a song called "Baby Mama" in 2004, exactly, but that ain't where it got it. But Fantasia's song, she's writing about it as an ode to single mother. So "Baby Mama" is a song of endearment. Yep. So that's out of the 3 we've mentioned. There's one song that is used as term of endearment, and there's 3 other ones where Miss Jackson essentially is a blaming of the woman. Like that is what it is.
Thank you.
It is not like a. Oh. It just sounds good, but like, especially if you listen to Big Boy's part. Go, yeah, of course.
Can I please? Big Boy's part on Miss Jackson has pissed me off for years.
Wait,
I'm an Outkast. I know of all the hip hop verses to be mad at, that one pisses me off. So
I need to hear this.
Other stuff. But no, like, because I remember I have like a almost encyclopedia type, not encyclopedia, but like a crazy memory for like articles and stuff I read when I was younger. And I was a big hip hop fan. I remember reading all the reviews for that album and them talking about there's this song called Miss Jackson. It's an ode to your baby mama's mom, your baby mama, and apologizing to the mother of your child. And so my expectations for the song exist. This is how old I am. I could read about a song before you heard it. You know what I mean? Like, remember that? So I'm looking forward to hearing this song. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be. I was a kid, but I'm like, it sounds interesting, And then you hear it, and he's being so negative and nasty toward the woman, and a child is not a meal ticket and all that. And I just felt like it was
not a paycheck.
Yeah, baby, not a paycheck. All that. Like, I feel like it was a time and place. Like, you couldn't have just made the song saying sorry to the baby mamas and the baby mamas. Like, Big you on the course I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. And then Big Boy's like, fuck that. Boo.
I got something. That's one of my favorite songs. I got something to say to Jamila.
Hold on. Wait, before you say that, let me just say, before you get into that, 20, let me say that literally the hook is apologetic. The hook is apologetic.
You too, Mario. I got something to say to you too.
Okay, cool. I just as a host, I got to put gunpowder on now. Go ahead. Nah, have the floor, nigga.
Yeah, he probably just called mama. So
yeah, was he crazy about her? Go, 20. Let me see what you got to say. You better try to balance this scale. Go ahead.
The song is not to the baby mama. It's to the mother of the baby mama.
That's worse,
and
nigga.
It's like
that's worse.
It's not worse because
you
build. Listen, man. You build a relationship with these women's mother, and you have that relationship with these people's mother or these people's parents, and it's like, okay, I understand we had our differences. Me and this lady had our differences. Me and your daughter had these differences, but I want to apologize to you because of the person that I portrayed myself to be, that your daughter portrayed yourself to be. We are not those people. We are not those people.
I don't know a Big Boy saying that. I'll look up the lyrics.
Yes, he is. Listen.
That's gonna be the Lyric Friday anyway. That's gonna be the Lyric Friday. I will look up Big Boy's lyrics.
Mick, you better listen. You better put his thing when he say, "Hey,
look,
me and my lawyer, stay down." Mario, you should be on this point. Me and my lawyer, stay down.
Look, 20 was in the booth. He was writing with Big Boy. Like, look, this Big Boy on this part. When the beat drops,
Andre, I call him Andre. I call him Andre when we're in the booth because you know what I'm saying. I say, "Hey, Andre, nah, nigga, you need to say it like this."
Yeah, that was you, bro.
And put the dog sound in the back of it.
Yeah, make sure they bark.
Put that dog sound in the back of it. Right.
All right, and lastly, before I gotta re-listen. I gotta re-listen to Why There's Even Dogs Barking. I don't even remember
There's
why.
no reason.
Why was that happening?
I don't remember.
There was no reason.
There was no exactly. We gotta re-listen. I gotta re-listen.
There was no reason for it.
Why did the dogs bark?
There was no reason for it.
He was a dog. Was that like a playback of
but
him being a dog?
and are you saying that?
That's what I got.
Anyways, all right, y'all. Last points before we grade this thing. So another way that Baby's mom was introduced into how we know it and see it. Actually, this is really, really interesting. All My Baby Mamas was an unaired reality show starring Shorty Lowe. Do y'all remember that? When they was
yes,
I remember that.
Now the show was canceled. Now rest in peace, Shorty Lowe. Thank you.
Rest in peace, L.O.
Rest in peace. I don't know what type of nigga you was, but They Know was a good song. He's the father of 11 children and 10 mamas of those children. Now the show was canceled because it negatively stereotyped black families and promoted polygamy. That is why it was canceled, just for anybody out there. So maybe we was tired at that point, or white folks was tired of the baby mama trope.
White people. I wanted to see it.
But not tired enough. Not tired enough because in 2008, Universal Pictures let Tina Fey let Tina Fey come out with a movie called Baby Mama. Where
I've been waiting on this.
White people had already cared about Baby Mama when they heard Outkast say it. They didn't care about any other lyric in the song. They just heard that and was like, yeah, that makes me think of black folks. Solidarity or whatever. And then there was Tina Fey, who I feel like gets a pass. I don't have a dog in that fight. Tina Fey funny enough to me. Like I don't have any negative things, but I don't have any glaring moments where I'm like, I'm gonna stand on the soapbox for this woman. But I will say that I feel like I don't hear a lot of negative comments about Tina Fey in the black community, but she made a movie called Baby Mama probably because she knew she was getting a pass at the time. All right, before we grade it, Mik, you said you've been waiting for Tina Fey and Baby Mama. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, because it for me, it was like when that movie happened, and granted, I've heard that it's a great movie. I have not seen the film, so I really can't speak too much to the film aspect of it, but as far as the cultural sense of it, like if we were to make a movie called Baby Mama, I don't think it would get the same. Yeah, we're not gonna get that same reception. Like that movie was big. Like it really was. It was big. Like for you to even like mention it, that's how we know. So the fact that we would never get that kind of like we can't even call ourselves baby mamas. Like if you look at like she said with Twitter and everything, like just the whole single mother thing, like. I forget. I made some random comment about something. And I was basically making a comment like, you know, whoever I end up dealing with, they're gonna have to just take me as I am. And somebody literally responded, said like a single mother, and I'm like,
what is wrong with people? That's very weird, dog.
What does that have to do with anything? G? And that's what I'm saying. Like, so the movie, like that movie was like this is cute and quirky that I'm a baby mama or whatever, but we
the
don't
premise
get that.
wouldn't
We
even
don't
last.
get that kind
the
of
premise wouldn't last in the black community. The premise, I will note, and I don't think they knew this, but these are writers and people that like. So maybe someone devoted the time to look up the origin of baby mama, because it literally is about an outside baby. A surrogate mother is basically an outside, right? You know what I'm saying, with a nuanced definition,
Okay.
but. No. I'm not clarifying. I'm just saying, like, an ironic twist.
A surrogate baby's not an outside baby.
Kinda. It's not the mom. It's not the relationships, baby.
It is the
outside,
baby. It's just outside the house.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a nuanced twist.
It's their baby.
There's a nuanced twist
of the mother.
It's the same.
It was. Someone was trying to get pregnant via surrogate. That's not an outside baby. That's your baby. You paid for that baby.
Okay, all right. I ain't gonna take away. I ain't gonna take that away.
Movie was about, but surrogate mama ain't as catchy as baby mama. Because white people don't. I feel like
you can't say surrogate mama.
I won't even say, but I just feel like they don't even use that term. If they want to talk about the mother of their child, it goes, Braden's mother or Timothy's mom.
They do use names.
You know what I'm saying? They say the child's name.
It was a cute. So it was the lead.
And the mom.
there was this really immature woman was one of the stars, and I think she was the one who was supposed to get pregnant. So that was the play, you know what I mean? That she was basically she was a baby, but it was just like that they get to have fun with something that's used to hurt us.
Exactly.
You know, that's
exactly.
what bothered.
Especially
it
in
took me a
08.
long time to see
Come
it.
on now, in 08.
Right, I didn't see it for years. Like I was salty as hell. I was like, no.
Well, see,
Why
I
would
ain't
y'all
even look at it like that, Jamila. I ain't even think of her like baby and her being immature. I thought she was just trying to be a stereotypical, I don't care about, like those people that are able to have children and they don't care, as opposed to somebody who can't have children or want to have children and can provide for the kid. You get what I'm saying? It was a black movie like that where the black woman couldn't take care of her kids, so she gave it to the white people, and then when she could take care of the kid, I want to say losing Isaiah because she threw it in the trash, but it's like a situation where it's like, okay, yeah, I'm unfit to have this child, but yeah, I'm going to mature once the child is in me. You get what I mean? And it's like there's so many types of movies like that, and then predominantly it's more of a situation where it's the black person could not take care of the child, so the white person is taking care of him.
And it wasn't quirky.
And now the black people want him later. You get what I'm saying?
And it wasn't quirky.
But I feel like that was the way they was coming out of our culture in a quirky way, on the sense of, oh, here we got this nonchalant, this, like you say, immature person who is doing it for the money. You get what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, here's the white twist. We're all going to be a big happy family and come together at the end and take care of the child together. You get what I'm saying? I'm being real. You know what I mean?
I will say that. Oh, I don't know, and it's recorded. So
that's all their movies are like that, though, bro. All their movies are like that. We're going to get into a fight where we feel like, this is over. I can't do this. And then one white twist comes around, and then we're all going to get back together overnight, and we're gonna save the day. You get what I'm saying? Like,
how much
that's their movies,
pointing
man.
out white twists. I'm like, that's the white twist.
That's their movies.
That's the
I've seen too
Ain't
many.
Just movies?
Ain't that, I will. Yeah, that's like climaxing.
Just movies. They have a conflict. They come together at the end.
But it's like the reason why I call it a white twist, because the conflict reality will hold that grudge way more than a goddamn day or week or whatever the case may be.
And we wouldn't get away with it. And black folks
we wouldn't get away. We wouldn't let you get away with it. It wouldn't
funny.
be no situation where, all of a sudden, hey, let me get these two together so we can talk it out. No, that shit don't happen.
Like Friday after next. Next Friday. Do that got an example element of a white twist?
As in what part? When Debo
I'm asking.
showed up,
I'm literally asking.
Or?
Sincerely, I'm sincerely asking. I just want to test the theory. No. We know white people get away with shit, but like, damn, because that movie is a comedy, right? So it's agreed upon it's a comedy, so lighter.
That's right.
Is there a twist? Is there like a coming together moment that because the conflict is usually external from the stars? I feel like I don't know.
What was the falling apart? What was the falling out?
In Next Friday? I don't know, nigga. The plot, it's a great movie. The plot's all over the place. All right, so
what I'm saying is, in majority of these movies, they have a situation. They have a pack at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do this way. The pack is usually monetized. You get what I'm saying? It's all about money. And then at the twist, at the conflict is one person don't want to do it for the money no more, or somebody says something behind each other's back, and it's like, I can't trust this person no more. And then a couple of scenes go by, they have their montage where they're by themselves and realizing, man, I really miss this person in my life. Man, I'm having visions of walking in Central Park by myself at night. And then, you know what I'm saying? And it's just all of a sudden, you know what? I have to go save this relationship. You get what I'm saying? So it's like one of those situations where
very vividly. Pineapple Express, definitely the white twist is so good.
It's so crazy in that movie where out of a sudden, you know what? I'm going to put myself back in harm's way, even though this guy's been holding me down for these quarters for the 25. You know what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden, shit get real. I'm not going to fuck with this guy no more because he's a pothead, even though I've been smoking every fucking day of my life. So all of a sudden, you know what? White twist. You know what? Let me go save this guy. Let me go save this guy because he got kidnapped. You get what I'm saying? Like it's in all of their movies.
You're making a good point because that just brought me to Knocked Up. That movie too.
Look at Knocked
That
Up.
whole movie is about.
It's about our, I want to say our cultural, but they've done their research in situations where it's like, okay, Knocked Up. Here's some woman that's her status is right here. A moment of vulnerability at night led to this guy knocking her up. All of a sudden, you know what? I don't want to be a single mom. I don't want to be a baby mama. Let's try to work it out. Find out that this guy is totally wrong for her. All of a sudden, he's the right guy. All of a sudden, since he started reading books, this nigga read 3 books, build a crib. Now this nigga's the fucking man of the year. He read 3 books in that movie, Mario. Built the crib. She comes over.
He's
Oh,
the man of her dreams.
where's the bong? I got rid of my weed plant. For real? Holy shit!
Exactly.
You're the man of my
That's
life.
like
Jesus. No job.
But
No job. No car. Moves out. Gets him a 1-bedroom apartment. Bro, it's like this.
You're right, bro.
Come on, dude.
All right.
Come on. Come on, bro.
All right.
Come
Fine.
on, man.
All right, here we go. Let's grade this, y'all. Let's grade
I'm
this.
sorry, guys.
Yeah,
What
let's
was
grade
the
this.
topic again?
Yeah, exactly. Where we go? Let's grade this, man. Okay. So what we do here, we can't leave here before we appraise this phrase. We got to grade it. It's a 3-pronged grading category with the A through F scale. A being the best, F being the worst. So what we're going, this is how we're gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna sit this one out. I love to. We're gonna have 20. You're gonna do the power grade. Impact when it's heard or said. Does it move the needle when it's heard or said? You know what I'm saying? And then, what's the other? Oh yeah, like does it get its own point across? Right? Does it, when you say it, is it the thing that it's saying? Then Mik, you're gonna hit the speed grade. Does it flow off the tongue? Is it eloquent to say? Do we like it? And then Jamilah, you're going to give us the wild card, the guest preference. That's the power of it, the speed of it, your personal use, your personal feelings of it. Now that you know the origin, the meaning, all that stuff, how you feel about it. Okay, so we'll start with 20. 20, talk to me. Where do you grade on the power of baby mama, baby mother?
Honestly, bro, like when it comes to the power of it, I would say it's an A. Just in general, because that is the common phrase when you're talking about, the mother of your child. Like I said, not too many people are out here saying, father my child, mother my child. They're really pretty much is just getting straight to the point and saying baby mama, baby dad. I think the popularity of it has grown to a sense of, the more popular things are, I hate to say, the less negative they become, regardless of what was the origin and whatever the case may be. Look at the word us people use every day. You get what I'm saying? Like the more popular it becomes, the less negative it is. And I don't think that's something that's going away as long as there's babies that's being born. So I give it an A.
As long as you're giving it, as long as the earth continues to be populated, we will deal with this. A. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Mik, hit us with the speed grade. Does it flow off the tongue? Smooth to say.
For sure. That's why I call my friends that. You my baby mama or whatever. Like, yes. I call some of my gay guy friends baby daddy. It's smooth. It works. I love it. A.
Woo,
A for me.
right to it. A.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Word. All right, Jamilah. All things included. All things, your personal feeling, all the stuff.
All things included, I'm going to give it a C, which is being generous. I still have my negative feelings about the negativity associated with this, not the phrase. It could be cute. It could be not. We could have nice things. We could totally call each other baby mama, baby daddy, and that not mean nothing nasty. But until it don't mean nothing nasty, it can't be higher than a C. But it's not a D or a F because it is something that a lot of people enjoy saying and say in a nice way.
Word. We got the C on it. Boom.
Wonderful.
All right.
That was perfect.
That was perfect. That was fire. Thank y'all. Okay, before we get out of here, we got a couple more things to do before we let y'all go. Of course, we want to thank Jamilah again. We're going to let this applause run out. I'll cut the first 2 off. I'm letting the crowd go wild. Settle down, y'all. Studio audience. Jamilah, talk to us more about how we can support your work, how we can, not find, I hate saying that with people that are doing a thing. You're not being found, you're doing it. But just make us more aware. Tell us if there's anything important on your mind that listeners, viewers should know.
I'm chilling right now. I'm writing a book. So I haven't published a ton of stuff in the past couple of months. I do a weekly parenting advice column for Slate, and a parenting podcast there that you can look up. Mom and Dad Are Fighting. But in terms of my writing, I hope to get some more articles out this year. But I'm writing a book about baby motherhood. So more thoughts for me to come on this topic in the future.
More pleasure to you. That's awesome. That's awesome.
You.
Well, around this time, what we usually do, Jamilah, we have this book called The Dictionary of Misinformation. All right. And usually at the end of every episode, we ask our guests to give us a letter, A through Z. You know what, Mario, I'm going to stop doing the petty PSA because, like you said, we don't care. You can pick a Q, you can pick a Z, you can pick a V, whatever you want to pick. We're gonna find out some misinformation about it. But we encourage people that, that aren't afraid to live outside the norm to also speak outside the norm. But the first thing you got to do is you got to do your research and you got to know, what you're saying. So this is probably one of the most important parts of the show. Is just really giving back to the community. I feel like that's what we do. So when we ask you if you can give us a letter, A through Z, any letter, just let us know one, or we will pick one for you.
All right. So A through Z.
Let's do L.
L? All right. Let me open up our trusty.
The Dictionary of Misinformation.
All right. The letter L.
Perfect.
It's a real book, by the way. It's not me making
It's a super real book.
Super real. Let's see.
I wonder if they got any misinformation about love. Is that what you're looking at, Mario?
No, I wasn't. But I can go to LO and see what they got. We can learn about the London Bridge. Actually, I am going to give us a slight misinformation on the London Bridge. It's not that I wouldn't know this. It's just that it's wrong. Like what the common thing about it is wrong. The London Bridge that we, I guess, the London Bridge that like Americans like, I guess, see and say that's the London Bridge, is actually not. So the bridge that we are most connected to visually in America, the one that they show us, is the Tower Bridge, which is like the ones that are most prominent in London, and they rise up above the Thames. So it's near the Tower of London. But the Tower Bridge that's often called the London Bridge is not, it was built in 1894. It's not that historic. It's not the London Bridge that we know. So this book is not telling me which the London Bridge is, but the connection that Americans have with the London Bridge is likely incorrect.
So all those bridges that's in all those movies,
that we be
not
thinking
the London Bridge.
That's the Tower Bridge because there's many of them. That's one of London's staple bridges is the Tower Bridge. And then there's the first Tower Bridge because it's near. But yeah, we actually don't have a connection to the actual London Bridge as we know.
Because isn't it falling down?
The London Bridge has been falling down.
Ah, you like that one? I tried to sneak that one in there, but
you did.
It was too quiet. All right, Mario. Appreciate that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the time. Again, Jamilah, thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. I cannot wait to do more work with you if you'll allow us. Mik, as usual, thank you for joining. You're always welcome. 20, my guy, 20. Is this what? Let me check. I
appreciate you. Hey, Jamilah, watch out for those white twists. They out. They out there. They out there. Trust me. Don't let them do it to you.
Don't let them
do it to you, all right? You sit in that movie for an hour and 30 minutes, and they're going to reconcile in 45 seconds? Hell no.
Oh,
Don't
so
let them
quick.
do it to you.
Like, you know what? Let's get right back to why everybody's here. Quirky whiteness.
I just had to see you.
Exactly. Hey, you know what, though? Let me humble myself to it because I be enjoying it sometimes. 50-50 split on whether I enjoy it or not. All right, y'all. We appreciate you. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. We're brought to you by the Underdog Podcast Network. Please like, subscribe, share. Peep the promo for this week. Make sure you go support everything that's going on, all things Jamilah. And remember this, that value is in the eye of the appraiser. Until next week.